Back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you guys to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get today's video over 40 likes. And here we are with MU stock Mullen Automotive Inc. And it's hit a complete transition from the rip area to a dip area here. Based off 42 vision, bright with green borders is actually the strength of extreme strength. And on 42 vision, white with red borders is extreme weakness, guys. This is a very interesting position because the last time we hit a dip area on the 30-minute, soon after two times, it actually tried the first time to come up. It was pretty weak, and the second time it built momentum and strength. It bounced from 32 cents to highs here of 37 cents. Now, Muln stock wasn't the only stock going lower. The overall market was going lower, and our SPY bot sent out notifications in either direction to maximize within the volatility. But at 11:55 a.m., it sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. As you see there in the chart, it tried coming back up and rejected, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And this is my opinion and perspective alone, not financial advice. Volatility is here to stay, and to be able to maximize within the volatility, having a clarity and edge over the charts makes all the difference. It doesn't have to be 42 vision, but if you find value in what we share here and you want to become part of a growing community of investors using these resources to maximize in either direction, check out the link down below in the description. So here we are with Muln stock. As I stated, full transition, and it's at a key level of support, guys. As you see it here, it's been bouncing off this range and trying to stay above 30 cents. A lot of people commented in my previous videos that they see Muln stock going to 25 cents, 20 cents, and I've been covering it since way back here that if it broke through 52 cents and it continued to reject above 58, 60 cent range and not break through it, we were going to go lower and we could see 35 cents, we could see 45 cents, and we've hit every single support on the way down, and we've continued to bounce off this area here of about 31 to 32 cents. We're at critical levels here with Muln stock, and we're going to break it all down in today's video. And I have an article to read with you guys and some insider purchases that we need to analyze. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord that went up nearly 50% plus within minutes. As you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs I managed to find this week alone. And while it's not guaranteed to be this way every single time, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the three stocks I mentioned this morning. All three of them gave jumps of 5 to 10%, 10 to 20% plus. But one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was INM. We caught this one in the pre-market, pulling back towards the bell, found support. The inflows were picking up, but they had not crossed the midpoint just yet. Full strength on 42 vision, got that bull indicator. The inflows crossed the midpoint with full strength, and it gave a highest point of 40% plus, guys, within minutes to an hour. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, our 42 vision indicator. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So here we are with Muln stock in a dip area, as we stated earlier in the video, based off the white with red borders on 42 vision. And we're going to pull up now the bull and bear indicators in our inflow versus outflow to analyze these charts. And the bull and bear indicators, you can now gain access to them as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. And slots are now open for those interested. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the bots, our Discord, and the inflow versus outflow. So here we are with Mullen stock under a bear indicator here since yesterday. It got a bull indicator on that pop up and it went from 33 cents to 37, but these inflows were still below the midpoint, right? So outflows were dominating. This actually needed to come up with it for this to actually have some strength. It did a full transition from the dip to the rip, and I talked about it in the video, how important it was to watch if it stayed above it. And if you zoom into the 15-minute, you could see here how those inflows crossed and how quickly the outflows crossed the next day. And a bear indicator popped up to cancel out that bull indicator that popped up around 32 cents to 33 cents. And outflows have dominated since. And here we are going lower from 33 back to 31, 32 area. And this is important because it keeps on ranging above this level, right? And finding support. So it is a critical level, and if it breaks through it, we could test newer lows. But right now, a lot of strength here, even though the outflows are dominating every time it reaches around this area. Now, when you zoom back out here and you look at this here from the 1 hour, you could see here how the inflows are not above the midpoint. Again, outflows continue to dominate, but they went from red to green in this process. So as it's been going down, there's been inflows, but not enough to cross the midpoint, guys. This is super important because until it crosses the midpoint, it will not reflect in the chart. And this is where it gets very interesting. As we've gone down in the bigger picture, there is inflows that are right below the midpoint. Outflows are still dominating, but they're not as far as they were before, right? As things were actually dipping down really, really fast, especially when it went from 70 cents all the way down to 50 cents. Now, at these levels, though, with this bear indicator here, we want to see this get canceled, right? And we're doing transitions so far from the dip area to red with green borders, dark green, and the last part of that transition is bright green to be a full transition to the upside with strength. And if it wants to have even more strength, well, in the process, a bull indicator could possibly pop up, cancel that bear indicator, and these inflows, even if they don't cross the midpoint but come closer to it, it can actually signify some strength here in the short term. And if it crosses it, well, you saw what happened here back on the 23rd when it crossed and got that bull indicator, full transition all the way up from 33 cents all the way up to 43 cents. And the last time that happened as well was back here on August 31st from 62 cents to 74 cents. So super important to watch these levels closely. That's what I'm watching here on the 30-minute, and I'll be watching the 15-minute with these outflows dominating and see if the inflows start to pick up and if we can cross back over it and cancel this bear indicator as well. So let's go ahead and look at these insider trades here. So this is from one of the directors, and it was back on August 16th, and they bought at 85 cents per share, a transaction total of 25,000, and they have now a total of 180,000 shares. But that wasn't their only purchase throughout August, right? They bought on the 3rd, they bought on the 5th, they bought in July multiple times as well. The only thing that I find interesting is that the last time that they bought was in August, and this month, as the prices are going lower, this individual is not purchasing, right? But what I'm going to be on the lookout for, though, going into next month and the next few months, because this individual was buying on the way down for several months. Well, when it starts to pick up, are they going to add to their position as a bullish sentiment, or at least they think something's going to come up in the near term or even in the future, that they see these prices to be a discount? That's going to be important as well. I'm going to be watching that very carefully because that's multiple purchases on the way down. Now, I just find it interesting that at these lows, the person's not reacting though. So we'll have to see if it comes back up. Now, another thing too is they have here Mullen stock info about the new sport crossovers. So we've broken this down in previous videos, and it continues to talk about the new 5RS, right? And the CEO talked about this in an article that we recently touched base on, that it could go from 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds, and it's going to actually compete with others, right, in its sector and other hypercars. That's what they're trying to make it be perceived as, and we won't know exactly its performance on the track until next spring, which is interesting as well. Then we also have here Mullen stock continues to slip, right? Mullen Automotive lower as Tesla price targets are downgraded and stalls the EV stock. So Tesla tends to be the top dog in the sector, and if it goes down, it could roll over into other stocks in the sector itself. But it also states here, and it highlights that the state of New York will ban the sale of new gas cars by 2035. A lot of states are starting to go ahead and start this rollout, and this is important because this is where the hype and growth story of EV sector stocks tend out to be, right? From this story and narrative that they're going to be the future and their performance. So we'll see what goes on here, but the main thing is on the 30-minute, we need to see these inflows cross back up. We want to stay above the lows of the 52-week low of 32 cents, 31.90 to be exact, and then below that is the support of 30 cents, and if that gets crossed, then we're looking at 25 cents. I've stated I cannot see this stock go in that direction. I just don't see it in the charts based off the setups yet, unless there's something drastic that changes and makes it go down really fast like it did here. As I always stated, if it broke through 52, we could end up at 35 or below. But 25 cents is insane prices and ridiculously low, but anything is possible. It's not impossible in this volatility, and as always, it's not financial advice. It's just my opinion and perspective alone. I could be completely wrong, right? So here we are. We want to stay above those levels, and if we break to the upside, we want to break above 35 cents, guys. 34 cents is important, but 35 cents is even more critical to get back up here above that bear indicator, and in the process cancel that bear indicator out as well, and those inflows to start picking up in the process and hopefully cross through the midpoint, right, on the 30-minute, and same thing for the 15-minute, right? Cross over it, pull to the upside, cancel that bear indicator, and get a bull indicator in the process, as well as if we can hold above 35, then start working towards 38, and above 38 get to 40, and then we could start talking about 45 and higher numbers. But as always, guys, I look forward to seeing your comments down below, and thank you for watching our chart analysis today. And as always, thank you guys so much, and let's make some money.